Producer Wiggins hanging out with Back to the Digital and my boy Ian Macklin. We did this earlier. We had a little audio issues, but we got it fixed now. And so we are hanging out with you guys live on YouTube, on Facebook, and we are monitoring these comments. So if you have any questions for him, feel free to jump on in the chat. But Ian Macklin, he's the 5-time regional leader in sales at Tynan's, or just overall in Colorado, right?
Yep, absolutely. For Nissan is the brand. My brother and I have led the state here for the last 7 years, going on 8, and the region for just about the same.
That is awesome, man. And so let's talk about buying a car during COVID, because I think a lot of people are scared. They don't know what to do. They don't know if it's safe. They don't know if it's the right time. It is the right time, right?
Yeah, and that's the question for all of our customers right now. And we're adapting. We're educating the customers more than ever. We've been in digital for a long time now. I think my first digital post was back in Facebook 10 years ago. But so as business is changing, we're changing with the customers. We're educating them to the best possible way that we can, and purchasing through in the COVID right now, it's definitely different, but it's a time that you can take advantage of in more reasons than one, whether it's the banks, whether it's inventory, pricing, all the way around. We're doing multiple deals today. We have 10 deals almost at Volkswagen that are going to be coming in only on time slots, so you have to come in at a certain time. But some of those customers are going to capture 0% for 84 months. Some customers are going to capture 6 months deferred payments. So the opportunity is out there.
And I think it's cool to highlight how we met, because Back to Digital is my company. And so my whole world is the digital space. And you and your brother, your twin brother, dominate the digital world, especially in car sales. And I mean, we even have Eric B. Hill saying you're an awesome salesman. He just gave a comment to you on Facebook. But it is cool to watch you and your brother and what you guys are doing, because I think you guys are definitely ahead of the curve. And that leads to just you having a relationship and a rapport with that customer before they come in there. So kudos to you on that, man.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Was that the curve joke? Was that with COVID, or was that just was that? You get what I'm saying?
No, no, totally. I think even before that, you had it on lock. So
yeah. No, we've really tried to bring that digital to the front of our customers for so long. For the last the better part of a decade. And really, if the customers can understand everything that we're doing here at the dealership, we can educate them to the best possible way in purchasing a car. It's a different experience. They trust us. They know us. They see how passionate we are. So with my posts, they're just honest, they're authentic, and they're just me. I really believe in this business. I believe in my company. And right now, even though times are tough, they are a time where you can capitalize more than you ever could in the car business. So I'd love to talk to you more about that and just explain some of those things that have changed. And really, a lot of people are capitalizing right now on the deals that are out there, and they're capitalizing on them while it's safe.
Because it's not just deals. I mean, if they're in a situation where they just don't want to pay interest, or they want to pay a low interest rate, this is something that could benefit them overall. Like, I mean, if you think of interest rate, you might over years be paying thousands of dollars, and now you potentially could be saving that, right?
Yeah, we just did a 0% for 84-month loan on a Titan. The customer and me, we sat down and we calculated what that would be if they didn't have 0% for 84 months. And it came to, with the amount of money that it was putting down, almost $4,000 in interest. So this customer is saving big money. That's a huge financial difference. We never had 0% for 84 months. I don't think that we've ever even offered it on that kind of loan that I know of. Ever. So, I mean, that's big money for somebody. And I know some people don't necessarily understand the impact of what that kind of deal can be. It's huge. It's huge to the customer's pocket. It's huge to the overall loan. So that's giant. We had somebody take advantage of that this morning.
Now, and we were talking about it earlier, Tynan's is a family-owned business, but it's not just Tynan's Nissan, right? There's other locations.
Yeah, so we're 3. We're unique. We're our own little beast right here on Havana, and so we are family owned. That makes us a lot different. The Tynans are one of the best families that you can ever be involved with. They truly are, not just because I work for them, but the thousands of people that they've employed and do employ. they really step up for them. So we're a little different. We're family owned. We're not regulated by just the manufacturer. We have them who they have hearts. We have a real heartbeat on our community. We're looking to give back to our community, help in any way that we can. And that is one of the biggest things, if you know the Tynan's family, that they look forward to doing. So we're 3 dealerships. We're Volkswagen, we're Nissan, and we're a superstore right here on Havana. And so that's our 3.
Yeah. So where exactly are you? You're right on Havana, and what's the other cross street?
We're just between Mississippi and Exposition. So we're just right here in the middle. And then one's just down the street closer to Iliff on Havana.
And now, how long have you been doing this, man? Because you and your brother, I've watched you guys do the digital game for forever, especially when it came to car sales. And how many years have you been into this, and how'd you get into it?
Man, and that's an old guy question. You're making me feel old there. I think I said something along the lines of, you have younger knees, like you got to go back and get that car from the very back. My knees were hurting. So, dude, it's been too long, seriously. But I love this business that I'm in, so I just don't see myself doing anything different. But it's been the better part of a decade. We're I'm almost to year 8 here. It's just gonna pop up anytime because it's coming up in August. It seems like these months are just kind of looping together. I told somebody it was March yesterday. It's April, I think. So
it's the end of April, actually, but so it's been a while. Well, we got a question from Victor. Victor actually jumped on in the comments. He wants to know if there's any Jeep Wranglers.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I've had that question that's one of the most common questions that I get in the digital space is, do you have Jeeps? I mean, Jeep is one of the most sold cars that we have. So people are always chasing me for the Jeeps. That's easy for us to get. I think we have 4 in inventory right now, but it's really easy for us to look and get anything that you need, whether it's pre-owned or I've got great buddies all around the business. I'm never, I'm always willing to connect you with whoever I can too. So that's one thing about it.
That is true, because you and I talked, I mean, being just in radio and in that industry, I talked to a lot of people who have worked at different dealerships, and you and I know the same people. So you definitely know a lot of people, and even the higher ups too. It's not just like a relationship with the sales team. You know everyone in the industry. And I hate to ask you this, but your twin brother, Evan Macklin, he wants to know who the better twin is in sales. He wanted me to ask you that.
Yeah, no. And you know what? I'll answer any question. So jump on in, anybody who has a question. But that's a tough one because Evan's good in a lot of
tough. I can answer it for you.
Yeah, right. He set me up for that one.
Yeah, he totally did.
Evan's good in certain things, and being kind of a little jackass is one of them. So
he's the evil twin. He's the evil twin out of you two.
Jack, but no, we counterbalance each other here at the dealership in a certain way. My brothers, we're twins, and so that's also, it's a different dynamic. But he's able to do certain things that I'm not good at. He's not as good at. I think I'm pretty much good at everything. But he's able to do certain things that I'm not, and so we kind of balance off each other, and we have a lot of fun doing it.
No, that's awesome. So, but anyway, to answer the question for Victor, if you don't have a Jeep Wrangler, you can make that happen. And even though the interest rate might not be possible on a used vehicle, right? You could still give them a good deal.
Yeah, so that's a great question, Victor. We can get you a Jeep Wrangler if you're looking for a pre-owned one. We're not a new Jeep store, so if it's a new one, I've got the greatest people in the business to work with. I can throw you out any names. We also have any pre-owned one. So if you need a pre-owned one, you're able to get any pre-owned one that you want. We can find one, we can auction one, we can look for one, we can make sure it's just the perfect one. I've sent cars all the way to Tennessee, picked up cars from, I even picked up my own car from Long Beach, California. So there's no place we won't go to get you a car. The difference is on a pre-owned to a new, you do have an interest rate, but even on pre-owned, the interest rates are better than they have been in a long time. And there's ways to defer those payments on a pre-owned car. So you still have giant benefits to the used car market.
Well, his follow-up question is, do you guys use internal financing or most banks?
Well, no, we use every bank, and we don't just internal finance a car. And I think what you mean is like buy here, pay here. And, I'm just not a fan of that. We're able to get anybody financed. Greg Aurora, shout out to Greg. He's our used car director. We have a lot of good people down there. Thomas Rivera, great friend of mine. James Cruikshank, he's one of the best finance managers in the country as far as I'm concerned. We go through any banks. They have such deep relationships. It doesn't matter if you file bankruptcy or you can throw the book at us. I posted that we financed a 392 the other day. The benefit to that versus financing through like a buy here, pay here is that bank is never going to know if you're building your credit in most cases. And so financing through a bank, Victor, that allows you to build your credit. That allows you to now establish. So as time goes on, you can work with somebody like my friend Tyler Rittenbaugh, who I see is on here, to refinance that car, lower those interest rates. Right now, it's a great time if you did have a higher interest rate and you want to lower it. I've got partners for that, and we connect you with those people also.
Now, is it foolish? So I bought a vehicle probably a year ago, and now I'm like, oh man, I should have done this because the lower interest rates. Is that foolish to try to get into a vehicle a year after you buy one?
I'd have to, of course, we want to sell you a car, but I'm also the kind of salesperson that wants to do the right thing for you, especially with you being a friend. But I'm never after just one sale, man. I want to make sure that you're making a good financial.
I never make good financial choices with cars. I buy cars like underwear, man. It's a terrible, terrible thing.
It's always hard, but if you're in the right spot, dude, yeah, you can get 0% right now, but these things happen, dude,
Yeah.
It is the right deal. We got to get you, you got another baby wig coming, dude. Let's upgrade you, bro.
Yeah. I don't think the wife will approve this time. I mean, she's approved all the other ones, but we'll hold off for now. Well, Ian, I'm excited because Back to Digital and Tynan's and yourself and your brother, we're going to be doing some stuff here in the future. And I think we had a technical snafu earlier, but with what we're going to do here coming up, I'm excited, man, that these live streaming of vehicles to show the interior and exterior and talking to people like Victor, who, let's say you had a Jeep on the lot right now, or maybe he's interested in a Titan or what have you. We're actually going to be able to show them that vehicle in real time. And it's kind of, you and I came up with this approach as a way to help people during the COVID situation, or people that want to buy a car, maybe aren't going to leave the house until they're for sure of which car they're going to purchase. And you and I are working on a strategy for that.
Yeah, and I love it, man. I love it. With adversity comes opportunity. Right now, we're no news. If you have no news, it's bad news, right? And from the car dealerships, we're willing to put down, at least Tynan's is, we're willing to tell you all the information, give you any information that we have, and bring you up on all the new things. And we've been saying it for a while. I've been saying it forever. I've delivered cars all over the state for people who don't want to come to dealerships. And let's just face it, some people don't want to come to dealerships. And I totally get that. I completely understand that. And so with partnering with you, with some of the things that we've already done successfully in the past, we want to bring that customer, we want to bring the dealership to that customer without bringing some of the pressure, without bringing, some of the things that people think dealerships offer, which in some cases they're right. We're now able to bring with you, we're going to be bringing the cars directly to the customer to where they can see them online. They can do the full walk rounds. They can see everything that it has to offer, whatever they're interested in. And those are going to be pretty damn exciting. I'm excited.
Yeah, and ask the questions just like Victor did. It's cool to be able to get those real-time answers because, just like myself, you don't know exactly what's going on in this situation. And if it's able to benefit you, you want to be able to ask those questions without having to make the journey somewhere to ask it in person. You can ask it online with us. So I'm excited. I'm glad you're the nice twin. I'm kidding, Evan. I'm kidding.
Right.
Are there new Titans cheaper now? Would you say now is a better time than a few months ago? That's from Jenny Hopkins.
Yeah. So I'm sorry, what did Jenny ask? You said
she wants to know if the new Titans are a little bit less expensive now. Would you say it's better now than it was a few months ago to purchase a Titan?
Well, what I'll say is you could never finance a Titan at this long term at 0%. And so every year MSRPs kind of go up a little bit, equipment goes up and different things like that. What the dealer is willing to do is something that they've never been willing to do. The manufacturer's never done with that 0% on a big loan. If it was 0% on a smaller loan, wouldn't matter as much. So one, that's huge. Two, we have the inventory. So us dealers, we're going to move them. So we're willing to go above and beyond, whether it's take it to your house and things like that. But in the pricing, I do believe that we have the best pricing that we've ever had. And compare that with the banks. It'd be really hard for somebody to tell me that that's not the truth, because there's no other time where we could discount it and give you 0% at this kind of deal. It's actually phenomenal.
No, that's awesome. And one of the trucks I had was a Titan. So I've had two Titans actually. I told you, man, I got a car problem.
I know that.
Yeah, two Titans. I had an Altima. We don't need to go down that list. It's just a long list of different cars, but I'm excited to be working with you, Ian, especially with questions like this that people are asking. So
yeah, and you know, I was when I was live the other day, I was telling people sometimes, yeah, I like when we get questions in here because I'm ready to answer any of them and answer them from the heart. You know, also because some people want to ask the same question as you, and they're maybe too scared to inbox or to, you know, have that back and forth. So thank you for the guys who did ask some questions there, because I'm sure a lot of people do have some of those questions out there. You know.
yeah, what is a way? Let's say you're exactly right, man. People are shy; they don't want to, and especially when it comes to financing or asking these questions, they don't want to open that up to the public. What's the best way for them to get a hold of you? And if you're not available, we'll throw Evan some love. But what's the best way to get a hold of you?
I mean, you can get me on Instagram, IanMac303. You can jump into my inbox. You can come by the dealership. You can call the dealership 303-341-3300. I mean, you can ask my girlfriend. I'm taking calls all night long in the mornings. I mean, I'm never off the clock with that kind of stuff. So I'm willing to answer questions in my direct message or online, however it works, email, whatever's most comfortable for you. So it doesn't matter. However you can get a hold of me, I'm there.
Give the number again, because Jenny just commented she's got a Pathfinder and she loves it, but she wants to get your info so that she can get a truck for the hubs.
Nice, Jenny. Thank you. I look forward to working with you guys. My phone number is 720-227-6863 or 303-341-3300, both office and direct. So you can reach out to me anytime, and whatever I can do for you, we'll hook you up.
Lauren's enjoying the stream. She's saying great stuff, gentlemen. So that definitely shows our age too, because we just got called gentlemen, Ian.
Nice. Yep.
We're getting up there. What's that? We're getting up there with those bad knees, bro.
Yep. I'm staying in the seat, but yep, absolutely, man. I was going to say another thing too is if you're looking for a pre-owned car, it doesn't have to be Nissan. You know, we've built a superstore it's a $10 million superstore. It's a giant building where we have one of the best used car processes around to go through the car, figure out, you know, but we have one of the best certification processes that we go through. So if you're looking for a pre-owned car, we can help you there. And again, the most important thing with Tynans and us is that we keep you safe. So I know it's a different time to be able to buy a car, but we're taking every measure that we can to try to make that a safe process and bring it directly to you. I'm going 2 blocks away from my first house that my family ever lived in here in downtown Denver, which is now called Rhino. But to me, it's just Curtis Park. So, so I'm delivering a
Ooh, Rhino.
yeah. He's like, I'm not sure if you know where this is at. I'm in Rhino. And I'm like, oh, what street? I'm like, yeah, it's Curtis Park. So we lived across from the Curtis Park Creamery.
And you're delivering a vehicle over there?
Yeah, and he didn't want to hang out, and I could just tell that when we had a time slot, because you can only come in on time slots, and we play by the rules completely. So but the time slot that he had, he came in, enjoyed the vehicle. It's a Titan. It's actually parked right there. So seeing right there, a little king cabber.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm just going to, we got everything done for him, and he walked in within 10 minutes. Paperwork's already complete. He'll sign that tomorrow. And he just gets it dropped off. So, again, it's just made the dealership process very streamlined and easy for everybody.
Well, we don't need to get too deep into it, but I think the one thing we were talking about is the evolution of just sales overall. I think that the world that we're going to be in digitally because of, and we geeked out, man. We had a conversation on Zoom probably 3 weeks ago when everything happened, and I left fired up from that conversation because we've realized that just the world has evolved to this digital front. And it's cool to see you and your brother on the forefront of it, and Tynans too, because Tynans realize that, and you guys, what you guys bring to the table, because it is a new world that we're living in. And if COVID lasts for 6 months, 8 months, a year, I think the habits of individuals is going to be completely different. The buying habits, the just going out in public in general. I said something about it's like sneaking out of your parents' house when you leave the house now. You just have to be super quiet, super stealthy, and just be cautious. And and I think that you guys are definitely ahead of the game because you're always going live. And if it's a test drive, a virtual test drive, if it's you showing off a new car, if it's you walking around the lot, heck, even if you're at your house talking about sales, you're always doing something.
Right. Absolutely. It's going to change our business. but it's things that we've foreseen, and people, some dealerships I'm sure are a little bit more scared about it than us because we've already been into that market. But I would say get you a guy like, Jay Wig right here and figure it saying like, yo, every time in our business that there's been changes, a lot of them have been for the better. I'm just excited about the changes because I know that one way or another they were coming, and now that they're here. And so again, now for the customers, they're just going to be able to have more information than they've ever had at their disposal. So it should make our customers happy. It should make, we have a little bit more to do with our jobs, but maybe it makes our jobs easier because they can actually see everything that they need to see a little bit more transparent and things like that. So I'm fully happy with it. And I'm excited to show it to people with you.
Yeah, man, let's have fun. We're going to start doing this in May. Ian Macklin over there at Tynan's. Make sure you get in contact with him. And if you can't find him, just hit me up on direct messaging or reach out to me, and I'll make sure you get in contact with him. But we're going to be going live all the time with you guys, showing off those vehicles, doing vehicle podcasts, just giving you guys updates on everything that's going on. Shout out to Lauren. The one thing consistent in the car business is change, and she's definitely right on that. So, yeah, well said. Well, Ian, I appreciate you, man. Thank you for taking the time, and we're just going to keep grinding on this. And good luck today, man. I think you already sold a car earlier. Is that right? How many cars did you sell today?
I mean, we've already got 2 here at our Nissan store. Our Volkswagen has a few, and they have every time slot today confirmed. So we're just beasting through, man. We're gonna make it through this and make it better for everybody, and support our community and keep safe as we do it.
Good for you, man. Well, until next time, back to digital. Ian at Tynan's. Make sure you check him out. We'll talk to you guys here soon. Later.
Awesome. Appreciate it, brother.